And it makes it like I didn't even care that I had gotten kidnapped for 2 hours because I was like, this is literally just Danganronpa. I'm in version 2 now. I need to like add this music to my regular playlist because this song is unfairly good. I think I've also just recently started liking trumpets a lot more because at my work they just play like Latin music constantly and there's just a lot of like brass section, which has made me like brass more. Yeah, and I never get immersed in stories. I think Danganronpa might be the only story game I've ever like cared about the story in. Because I mean, I wouldn't have gotten very far if I didn't like the story, right? Because it's a visual novel. But yeah, that quest, Diner Moment, that was like my favorite quest so far. That's all I'll say about it. Because I think it's very easy to guess what's gonna happen the second you're on the island and there's a storm and you can't leave the island. Like I think it's very obvious that someone's getting someone's getting murdered. But that's all I'll say. Oh, I can't like you. You fell off. You're so fast. Danganronpa is really goofy and serious at the same time. I got invested in a bunch of characters. Yeah, so Danganronpa, the show, I enjoyed a lot. But Danganronpa 2, I actually played the game for, and it's my favorite game of all time, I think. I fucking loved the characters so much. And I liked the characters in the first one too, but the characters in the second one were I was such a Gundam Sonya stan. Like I shipped them so hard. I still do. I loved Gundam. Gundam Tanaka was my favorite character. And then when he had just like the weirdo chemistry with Sonya, I was like, this is perfect. I've like made a bunch of my friends play that game too, just so I can watch them. Cause like you can never play Danganronpa again for the first time, but you can watch your friends play Danganronpa for the first time, and it's almost as good because you can see them fall for different things than you fell for. Did you play 100 Line? No, I haven't. Another game I've heard that I would probably really like would be Ace Attorney, but I haven't played that one yet. But I don't know. I think Danganronpa was just such a perfect combination of characters that I found really interesting, like mysteries that I found very compelling, and a killer soundtrack. This is like an old person dance. I only have the cyclone dance. See, something that I actually liked about 14 was in 2.0 when they added all of the dance emote quests. I thought that was really fun. And I did enjoy the Manderville quests until they got too long. But yeah, what's up, LG? How you doing today? Oh, did I post in my Discord that I'm streaming today? I've been forgetting to do that lately. Dude, I didn't hit enter. I typed it in my chat and I didn't hit enter. The other thing is, I always forget to do the stupid B-Sky thing. I kind of like don't know how I feel about B-Sky. Shark is taking his name a bit too literally now. How could you take that costume off? Doesn't it cost you like a 10 grand a day? The underboob is just actually insane. I've been kind of not having a lot of like, I haven't had like a ton of good like glamours. This is like my favorite casual one. See, Cog has a lot of really good dances. I literally just have this one. I really want to see the orc do that one. Oh, look at how your ears wiggle. Yeah, I did know that. Well, I figured that out after a little while, and that's really nice. Now that I've seen his true form, I regret saying anything. I like his shark outfit, but he had to rent it from the costume store for 10 grand a day, I think. But yeah, Vicious, if you end up playing, let me know. I can invite you to our team. Which is kind of like a guild. No, I don't think so. Maybe there's a way that you can keep it, but there's a costume store where you have to like, where you can like rent a bunch of costumes. I don't think you can buy them though. I don't know. 10K a day every day. Forever. I saw Pax over here, like in the wild. I don't know if he's still over here. No, I think he left. Yeah, we can try and do. Oh no, it's not reset yet. The Japanese midnight. No, wait. It is the next day. How come I can't do my dailies? How long till reset? Oh, 5 minutes till reset. Oh, it resets at 5. I thought it reset at like Japanese midnight, which is like 11 a.m. or something. The biggest selling point for me, if the combat sucks, I'm just out. Yeah, I would say I like the combat so far. It's somewhere in between 11 and 14, where it's not just a global cooldown hotbar, but it's like not quite a turn-based fight. And we're also like kind of low level, so I don't know if we'll have like a good, if we'll actually like show it that good. Yeah, I will say the tanking is very interesting. The tanking is different than any other MMO I've ever played in, because the tanking you have to, there's no other game like it. You have to physically put your body in between the mob and the person the mob is attacking, and you have to like push it. And there's a statistic called weight that you have to have if you're a tank. You have to have high weight so that you can physically push the monster away. It's fucking hilarious. When I seen weight was a stat, I thought it was very funny. I think the entire tanking system in this game is hilarious. Yeah, you literally just like push the mob somewhere else. Like I can show you, it looks so funny. I can show you on like a level 1 mob over here. I'm a thief, so I can't really push anything heavy, but if you have if anyone has the link, I can pin it for the clarity mod. Yeah, I'll show you. I'm gonna push this slime around. Stay away from my mage! This is a level 1 slime, so I can, like, push it anywhere I want. Oh, it ran away. Oh, and then there's, like, silly 4-person mounts and stuff. I love the Hamwich hat, too. I just noticed it has, like, a mouth and, like, an open. That's cute. Yeah, there's nothing, it's not as, like... isn't there, like, huge, like, whale mounts in 14? I don't think they have that in this one. Collision physics on mobs is really rare in MMOs. Yeah. It's very, very fun. What's up, Frog? How you doing today? Thank you. It's sharks. I want to take a picture. I wonder if the camera mode will be good. I hate when you try to, like, zoom out and it won't stay zoomed out because you're driving, like, towards it. No! I was trying to get an action shot. Perfect. I have no good reason for not playing this game considering how much of a Dragon Quest fan I am. Well, it is a pain in the ass. Like, I'm not gonna lie. It's a pain in the ass to set up. Final Fantasy Boys and Cars. Final Fantasy, yeah, 15. That's the like, Last Hangover one, right? No, my game... Alright. My name in the game is, 1 second. Let me type it. I have to actually change my keyboard over. This is my name in the game. And then Lumi's is, Romy, I think, unless he changed it. Sharks is like she... Yeah, but like the wrong yeah. He has like a little yeah. But a lot of us spelled our name wrong also. But basically we have this mod called the Clarity mod, which allows you to custom override names. And that's why it shows up on my screen as Kasisi and Shark and Lumi. Which I did for everyone who didn't just like pick like, you know, a some of our friends just picked Japanese names, so. Where are we going, by the way? Lattice Island. Oh, okay. Yeah, just pushing the mob is very funny. Like, and then we played with Haru, which is one of our friends that we made through the game in Japan. And he was playing a tank and like he was doing all kinds of crazy moves to keep the mob like away from us. Can I tank with a two-handed sword? I don't know. I know there are great swords. Yeah, okay. Cause Gummy, you play tank, right? Did you ever play a Dragon Ball MMO? No, I don't. I didn't. I didn't actually know there was one. Okay, so we do have a tank because we were like we have to get packs to play. We have to get packs to play, so we have one tank. And I was like, but Gummy's wearing like fancy armor, but I wasn't sure if you were just cosplaying the girl from